Right.
Hey guys, welcome to Project Melon Music's YouTube channel, and we are here with the absolutely brilliant, slightly mad Mat Howlett. So,
Oh,
how you
very
doing,
good.
Matt?
I'm all right, Al. I'm all right. It's good to see you again, my friend. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's been quite a while since we last spoke together. So, what the hell's been going on?
Yeah, it was March, I think, last time we spoke, and yeah, it's been pretty busy ever since. It's been crazy. So I think last time we spoke, it was a couple of days before the Fallen Fields EP, Zero Squared EP came out. That
Yeah,
came out in April, and then what happened? Then we had a single, Jester and Denal, came out in May. And then after that, things really went insane. That the plan was to go out and get Fallen Fields doing some acoustic stuff and all that sort of thing. But it sort of went a bit crazy after that because I got asked to join another band. I got asked to join a ska band called Scarred Up to play guitar for them, which I said sure, I'll do that. And I also got asked to play bass for like a chilled out jazz trio called Crooner's Moon with another couple of very, very good musicians, which I'm very pleased to do. So I've been practicing all that stuff and gigging with those guys as well. And then through summer, we was actually allowed to play. We was allowed to go out and play. You know, after COVID, we couldn't do anything, and I think last time we spoke, we still couldn't go out. So it was a bit, wow, what can you do? We can't wait to get out there, sort of thing. But then we finally did get out there in summer, and we've been playing festivals and stuff with Scarred Up, which has been great. And I've been playing with my oldest band, Squash, which is a reggae band. So we've been now me and Andy have been playing together for 25 years, I think. So we're still doing the rounds, doing reggae stuff. And I've had a few solo shows as well, some acoustic shows, and I did my rock stuff because I had the Mat Howlett Hollow album came out early last year, I think it was. So I was able to actually do a set with a full rock thing. So I did one set of that. So yeah, we've been just doing all sorts of stuff. We've been playing myself and Crooner's Moon played in a boxing ring during a fashion show, which was an interesting one. Oh, yeah,
I was going to see you.
Pretty special.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what it's like? I don't really sleep at the moment. It's a bit insane. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. In terms of music, I've been playing with another couple of bands as well, just standing in for another band, and yeah, it's been crazy. It's been really nice though to get out and actually play, and actually play some music again because it was getting a bit irritating with wanting to play in front of an audience and just not being able to. So that kind of sucked. But now, yeah, it's all exciting. We've got other stuff which I can talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Fallen Fields, we sort of we paused for a while. Let's say we couldn't really do anything because of COVID, we couldn't really play. But now we've got a new lineup and a new drummer that I can't actually announce yet, which is really frustrating because we were supposed to do something the other week, but everybody tested positive for COVID, so we couldn't do that. So we can't announce a new drummer. But anyway, we've got gigs lined up from sort of May, June onwards. So we'll be throwing those your way. Hopefully, doing some new music. So Fallen Fields is back in action again, playing live, recording, and all that fun stuff, which is
Cool.
Which is really, really good. So you've been a real big supporter of us, in the past, and it's nice to actually be able to get back doing that. So yeah, it's
cool. It's cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can actually come and see you guys live. Hopefully, fingers crossed. especially the fallen fields.
Hope so, man. I
So
hope so. That'd be really good. I mean, when we get sorted out, we can start traveling around a little bit maybe and come and give you a visit up there. Like I said, I'm
cool.
still said that I'm going to come and do a solo set in your front room, so I'm still.
Yeah,
I'm still
you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
it'll be good. But yeah, other than that, it's been the same. I think the same as everybody. Everyone's feeling a bit, everyone's been feeling a bit miserable, and even now everybody's getting sick, and it's pardon me, it's been really tough. I mean, I tested positive for COVID. Like I said, we did some gigs in the summer, which is really good, and finishing with we had a festival in August in East Park in Hull, and that was really cool. Then a couple of days later, I tested. Well, my wife and son tested positive for COVID, and I was okay for like the first week. Then I tested positive, and it really floored me. So for 3 months, believe it or not, I'm still not right now. I think I'm still not quite 100% at all. But that hit me really, really hard, and I was really struggling for a real good while. And like some of if the guys are watching from Scarred Up, they'll know that one gig that we did at the end of it. Normally, I'm sort of bouncing around during the gig, and I'm absolutely fine afterwards. But at the end of this one, I was almost falling over. I was like really struggling to breathe and stuff like that. And it's been pretty tricky to sort of because I'm a relatively energetic performer, so not having any energy to do that has been quite frustrating. So when you finish a gig and you're struggling to pack your gear away without falling over, it's yeah, it makes you think. And I feel for everybody that's suffering with COVID right now, you have my sympathy. It's not very nice.
Yeah. So, what's been happening in this, especially over the last month? You got
Well,
something cool going on there.
yeah, yeah. That's well more than enough about me anyway. Because this is much more exciting. Is the Rock Union stuff, which if we've got anybody watching that's involved, you guys will kind of know what it's all about. For quite a while, I've been thinking about doing something like this. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, the rock crowd, as you're part of it as well. We all kind of feel part of a big family. It's a really cool place to be. Everybody's friendly, and most people are friendly, and it's a really nice place. And I've always been going to rock nights and stuff like that, and playing for the rock crowd, and just being involved in that has always been really, really nice. And the people are really, really cool and supportive and everything. So I thought, well, can we sort of bring everyone together a little bit more? Particularly now with everybody feeling a bit down and a bit crap, and it's a bit sort of miserable. So I was like, well, we can maybe lift everyone's spirits a little bit and get everyone together and get everyone feeling excited and positive a little bit. And and rock music's a great way to do it. So the basic plan was
Yeah.
we bring together venues, bands, anybody involved in rock. We sort of bring them all together, and we support each other and share everything together. And one of the main thing is, well, if original bands and unsigned bands a bit of a bigger audience and a bit of a bigger voice, because I know from experience how hard it is to get listened to. If you're a young band, or you've just started out and you've been rehearsing for months and months and months, and you've recorded some songs and stuff like that, and then you release it and nobody listens. No one's interested, and it's difficult to get a foothold anywhere. So I think those guys. I mean, and like I said, I've been through it myself, so I understand what it's like. Any support is always much appreciated. So if everything that an unsigned band or an original band does has already got an audience straight away that are interested and keen to listen to them, then that's one of the main aims of it, is to really give somebody a chance, give people more venues to play, because it's difficult to find venues that will play original music and original rock music, because understandably, if people don't know what they're going to be listening to, they're not willing to pay big door prices. So it's difficult for places to justify having bands on that are not necessarily going to bring a lot of crowd. It's quite a tricky thing to do. So my initial idea is basically to fix that a little bit. So if an original band is struggling for somewhere to play, they visit the Rock Union events list, the venue list, and everybody on there is they either have a rock night of some description, so they support the rock community anyway, and they play original music, and they'll have original bands on and support original music. So you've already got an audience and somewhere to play, and that's the main thing. And everybody's so supportive, and that's what we want. We want original bands to have loads of places to play, loads of opportunities to play, and we want the fans to have loads of original bands to listen to, and give everybody a bit of a boost, and just get everybody together, having a good time together. That's the basic plan. And I think everybody gets it. I think, like you say, Al, you were saying when you saw it, you understood.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's just like as soon as I saw what you were there doing, I immediately said, "Yep, I'm up for it. I've signed up. I'm signing up straight away." And I was just like, I knew exactly what you were doing. Knew exactly what you're doing. Trying to obviously trying to get the venues and the bands and putting them two together, and it's like, yep, brilliant, champion. I'm more than happy to help out.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Well, I mean, we started the group, or just started the group on December the 5th, and let me just have a quick check. We're on almost 800 members so far in just over a month, which is really, really cool. And like I say, because everybody sort of understands what it's for, it's easy to people get it. They want to be involved in it, and I think that's the main thing. There's something in it for everybody. Venues get more exposure because if we've got an audience, then everybody that's a supporting venue is more than welcome to post their events on the group. So instead of just you've only got your own venue's audience, you've got the audience of everybody else as well. So you've got a bigger audience to sell your events to, or to show your events to. And pardon me, if everybody does that, then more people know about more events. It's that simple, and more people know about bands that are coming out, new bands and new music. So that's what that's really the premise, and so far everybody understands it, and it's great. It just makes sense, and it's great to have so many people on board so far.
Cool. So, what events are coming up in the next few months?
Well, it all kicks off officially. Our first. I was approached. The reason that it sort of happened straight away. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and doing sort of a themed nights of a particular type. Rock being the primary, because obviously rock is my thing, generally speaking. And doing this, a community spirit and everyone supporting each other. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was approached by the owners of the New Clarence in Hull to put on a weekly rock event, and I was like, well, funny you should mention that, because that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. So it all lined quite nicely. So what we're going to do is, from April the 6th is our launch night, and then every Wednesday we've got a weekly Wednesday, which is going to be sort of a social night. So we're going to encourage everybody to actually talk and get to know each other and make new friends and just have a nice time listening to rock and metal music. And we're going to have one band on every week, which is going to be an original band. And it's their night, they can turn up and they can play for as long as they want or as short as they want. And they're going to play upstairs. We're going to set up a kind of like an old school sort of garage days kind of setup, So you bring your gear, you set up, and we just jam out and have a nice time. And you play your music, and if the bands have got music they want played, we'll put it on the playlist as well. So we'll listen to, if they've got an album, we'll listen to that. If they've got an EP, we'll listen to that. We can chat about what they're doing, and it's all about them on that night, and that's what that's going to be. And we've got plenty of bands interested so far, which is really cool. Let's have a little look what we've got. I'll talk about the opening night actually. The first night is on April 6th, the launch night, and our feature band is Filthy Filthy, who are a local band who are fantastic. They've just got an album that's come out recently, which is right here, which is brilliant. It's proper rock and roll. It's proper punky rock and roll stuff. Really, really cool stuff. Really cool guys. So we're looking forward to seeing them. And I believe, Earl, you're going to have a little preview of them very soon.
Oh yes, I've been been talking to the main guy Graham over the last couple of days, and next Sunday on the 16th, I will be going to see them at the Black Bull in Gateshead, in the northeast of England. So, and I've been lucky to get one of the albums sent to me. So nice. I am really, really looking forward to this. So
it really is a great album. Honestly, it's a great album. If you've not heard it yet or you've not got it yet,
I haven't got it yet.
Can we stick a link in the video later on so people can
check
it out?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Wait a sec. Let's see if I can do this. Excuse my fat arse, I'll just press in play. There we go, bit of background music. That's Filthy Filthy on in the background.
Cool.
Really, so they're going to be our opening, our launch night band. So it's going to be all about them on that night. So we hope everybody comes down to there. It's the New Clarence in Hull, which is going to be, that's our headquarters. That's where we're going to be having any Rock Union meetings with people. We're going to be talking about stuff there. We're going to have a couple of things before the launch night, but I'm going to post some details about that soon. I've got a little bit of sorting out to do first, but we'll have a couple of things before the launch night as well. But launch night, we're going to be playing that stuff, playing their album, and they're going to be there playing live, which is going to be fantastic. So we've also got more and more venues every week. Another venue seems to be added, which is really cool. So far, we've got obviously New Clarence, which is the headquarters of the Rock Union. Then we've got O'Reilly's, which is one of our, it's our biggest venue in Hull. O'Reilly's put on like 3 events a week. It's always been a huge rock place. So that's one of our other main venues that are supporting the Rock Union. We've got Springbank Tavern as well, which is a rock-themed rock and ska and gaming type pub. So really cool place. Those guys are on board. So if bands want to play there, give us a shout. Give those guys a shout. They're more than willing to take bands as well. We've got Service Station, which is another Hull pub. They put on a fabulous rock night, which is always really busy. That's last Friday every couple of months. I think they put that on, but it's an amazing night every time. We've got Off the Road Live Lounge, which is another really, really cool place, really chilled out, and big supporter of original music. So they're on board. We've got the City Hotel, who just had their rock afternoon, and actually they're still having their rock afternoon now. So City Hotel, they're doing their rock afternoon and evening today as we speak. So they've got their posters and stuff up today as well. So if anybody's in Hull, in there, check it out, take some photographs of yourself, get them on the Rock Union page. And also the first out of Hull venue, we're spreading pretty quickly, which is quite nice. The Imperial in Filey, which is another place. Sandy she's a massive lover of original music and rock music. So, and she's going to be putting original bands on there. So we've got a whole host already of venues that are willing to support us and willing to support original music and unsigned bands. So that's really, really cool. And again, El, up your way. I think I'm going to be contacting places up there, and
Cool.
spread
Sweet.
it's going to be really cool.
Sweet. But one of the viewers and one of my moderators has asked a question. Says, where can we check out the bands, either on Facebook or Twitter?
At the moment, the bands I'm going to be announcing all the bands that are going to be playing over the next couple of weeks, and they'll be going on the website. So if you go to rockunion.co.uk, there's going to be there's a bands page, which at the moment has not got the bands on because I've just not had time. So, but yeah, on rockunion.co.uk, the idea is that you'll be able to go there and be able to see all the venues that are involved, all the bands that are involved, and you'll be able to, see what's coming up and the events that are coming up and stuff like that. So keep checking out rockunion.co.uk and you'll find all the stuff you need on there. But also on the group, we post all the time, and you'll see the bands are going to be active on there, and we'll keep mentioning the bands anyway. So we'll point you to the bands. Don't worry, it'll be cool. I mean, yeah, we've got some of the bands we've got already signed up to play. The only band that anybody knows about so far is Filthy Filthy, but we've also got Confirmed. We've got Cats That Bark, who are fabulous. We've got Parallel States coming over to play for us. Hot Rockets are going to come and play a night for us as well. We've got Jade Convicts as well, who are coming down. Jade Convicts have played at Imperial in Filey, so they're going to come down and do a set for us. We've got Robert Phoenix playing for us as well, who's fabulous. And then we've also got another band that you know, Rebel Troubadour. 27th of April. Rebel Troubadour are going to be playing the Wednesday weekly. So we can't wait to see those guys.
Yeah, they're brilliant band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully
you'll
get down to see them.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. I will try and get on at some point this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can actually get on, because I would love to see some of these bands. Play live down Hull. Plus, it gives me the chance to actually have a bit of a wander around Hull, because I've only been on the outskirts of Hull.
Yeah. Well, when you do, you give us a shout, mate. We'll meet up. That'd be cool.
Yeah, cool.
That'd be good fun. So no, it's going really well. It's we're really busy. So sleep's not happening an awful lot at the moment. But it's all for the greater good. So I've got a meeting also next week, which again, as soon as I've done the meeting, I'll be posting about that, which will give new young bands a bit of a boost as well, which I'm really excited about that, because this is the main thing. It's all about giving support to new bands, young bands, unsigned bands, original bands. When it's difficult to get your music heard, and I think that's my motivating factor, is that I want to make sure that gets heard as well, because there's so much fabulous music being made, and it's really disheartening if you release something and there's no audience for it. Where do you release it? Where do you go for it? You want the rock audience, you want the rock community to listen to it, but you don't know how to contact the whole rock community, So if we've got one place where we can say, right, just go there. They're all there. They're all waiting for you. They'll listen to your new song. They'll come and see you play. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. That's with me and you, we've got very similar goals. You with the Rock Union, with me with Project Metal Music, sort of like wanting to get especially the unsigned and indie bands out there. I want to basically get them to, because there's so many brilliant bands, not just in the UK, but all around the world. There's so many brilliant bands out there that who basically want to be heard.
Yeah,
so basically,
absolutely. I know, it's like we've got bands like we've got Iron Tooth and Battalions and Spiteful Embrace and stuff like that, who are proper heavy, proper seriously powerful bands. And 13 that are another fabulous local band. And people need to hear it because it's really top quality stuff. And if we can do anything to help get ears on their music, that's exactly what it's all about. It's such a shame, like you say, that a lot of original and unsigned bands just don't get heard enough. And like yourself, Al, that's part of my mission is to get that stuff heard, as much as possible, because it's difficult if you're doing it yourself. If you're a band trying to promote yourself all the time, it's really self promotion. Kind of sounds a little bit. Look at me, look what I'm doing. It's kind of it's fine, but it can. Sometimes people go, oh, yeah, great. But if somebody else is also helping, saying, listen to these guys are really, really good. It seems to have it backs it up. It backs up your claim, saying, yeah, you're right, these guys are really good. So hopefully we can carry on with that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I started doing the radio. Is when I've been getting all of these bands coming in, being sent to us, and they're doing reviews and stuff like that. I was like thinking, this is one of the reasons why I jumped at the chance of doing the radio show, is to basically, instead of me basically shouting about it in a review, I wanted to back that up and says, literally take a listen to this band, and I will play it on the show. And I want to say, and when I have played the song, played the bands, people have turned around and said, these guys are brilliant. Where's the link? Where's this? Where's the Facebook pages? Where's all the links? So I said, right, there you go. There's the Facebook page. Everything what you need to know is on that page.
Yeah.
So
exactly, and that's what it's all about. So if there's, my ultimate aim is if we can get this even national at some point, so everybody knows. So you can say, well, what's in your area? I'm a band. I'm struggling to get exposure. What do? You go and you find out. So we go to Rock Union, UK. You look at the map and say, what's in my area? These guys support my music. I'll get in touch with them. Dead simple, And the same thing with venues. We want bands to play at our venue. We'll look at the bands list. What's in our area? Which bands are willing to travel and come and play at my venue? Get in touch with them. It's dead easy. It's about putting the links together. Putting the bands in touch with the venues in touch with the bands, all the fans in touch with everybody, and creating a big audience for everybody to so they can enjoy all of it. And that's the whole point of it. And so far, I think everybody understands it. It seems to work. I'm really, really excited. I'm quite surprised, like I say, how quickly it's taken off. And how quickly it's spreading. And honestly, thank you to everybody that's involved with sharing the Rock Union message and inviting people to like the group. Sincere thanks. Honestly, it's been fantastic, and I really look forward to it growing even more. So, you know what it's like to be part of the rock community. We're all a little bit weird, but really nice. So,
slightly weird. Yeah, definitely slightly. Sorry?
Sorry, mate.
I was going to say we all slightly weird, slightly insane, slightly bonkers and everything.
We get it. We understand. It's like I'm a bit of an old fart, but I've still got I've got. The other thing is, when I go to a shop, I'm a bit of an old fuddy-duddy, but I've still got a Slipknot wallet, right? Now, when I go to a coffee shop or a supermarket or whatever, and I get my card out, and quite a few times, regularly, you'll get like somebody that's obviously part of the rock crowd goes, like your wallet, mate. Oh, I saw them at so and so, so and so. I'm like, oh yeah, right. I saw them at wherever, and you start having a chat with people, and they just recognise it. Do you know what I mean? It's like. You're like, right, you're one of us, are you? You're one of us. Oh, let's have a chat about music. And instantly, it's like, we're all part of the same family. And that was kind of the idea of coming up with a brand, if you want to call it that, so people understand when you go to a venue and you see a Rock Union poster or whatever up, you know what it means. You know that venue is part of our gang. Do you know what I mean? And our community.
Yeah.
So you'll say, "Oh, wait, I can see that you put on some rock thing. What rock thing do you put on?" And then there's, "Oh, we do a weekly whatever, or we put on rock bands on a Thursday or whatever." You know, and it's something that people can recognise and go, "Yeah, I get it. I understand that. I'm part of that. I'm part of that thing as well." So yeah, that's what it's all about. So it's really exciting. So hopefully it'll carry on.
Yeah. Sebastian has said, I will post the bands that have YouTube videos on my Facebook page and Twitter. Also, meaning Rebel Troubadour, is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Sebastian. That's brilliant, mate. Yeah, please do. Please do check us out and we'll have a look. Yeah, that's great stuff. Great stuff. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment, Al. I've got a pack ready to go with stickers and badges and posters and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to send that to you so you can plaster your pack lunchbox and your pencil case and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of the venues I went out yesterday. I did a bit of a drop off yesterday. You guys know who you are. So there's a few venues now that have got some posters up and stuff like that. So when people are walking around Hull and they spot it, they go, "Ah, right, cool. I'll pop in there. They're going to support rock stuff. I'll go and find out what they're doing." You know, that's the whole idea. So which is cool. So the places that haven't got their stuff yet, I'm on it. I'll be delivering that during the next couple of weeks or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
really
Cool. So, merch. Have you got any merch or?
We have t-shirts available at the moment. They're what I've done because I'm obviously I've got there's no budget. I'm doing all this for shits and giggles, really, just to sort of get everybody involved, really.
Yeah.
So t-shirts are available. They're on print on demand, which look like this. Excuse the man boobs, but yeah, without those it looks pretty cool. Nice and square. There you go. Yeah. So we've got t-shirt available again. If you go to rockunion.co.uk and look on the merch page, there's an Etsy page on there which goes to a print on demand page, so you can get your t-shirts ordered from there, which is really cool. If things take off and we start getting some revenue through, then I'll get a bunch of t-shirts that we can sell direct. But for now, it's print on demand. We've got stickers, badges, and stickers are going to be available to everybody that goes to the Wednesday weekly. You're going to get a little goodie bag if you turn up. So that's pretty cool. So you get a badge and a couple of stickers and a couple of flyers and stuff like that. Yeah, you might see some badges around on staff at the various venues. But yeah, we're going to add some stuff as we go along. Obviously, we need things to build first. The bigger the audience, the bigger events we can put on. Then we can start getting things like some grants and stuff like that to build things further. We're going to get involved with local colleges and stuff like that to help people coming out of colleges to get them into music and stuff like that as well. So there's loads of different things. We're going to be supporting a charity as well every year. We're taking a poll soon. We've had some fantastic ideas so far. So if you think there's a charity that you can support, please post it on the Rock Union group. And we'll include it in the poll, and then we'll decide. So a percentage of anything we do make for whatever reason, will go to charity every year. So it's just about giving something back as much as we can, and supporting something positive all the time. And that's the key thing. I think everybody's had a pretty shitty time for the past couple of years. It's been really hard for people, and people have actually lost loved ones and stuff like that. And everybody's, it's been pretty weird for everybody, and everybody's feeling a bit freaked out by everything. So, I want people to feel positive and happy and have something to grasp hold of and work towards, and that's what it's all about. So if we can do that as well, that's fabulous.
Cool. So, the first the launch night is on April the 6th, and it is with Filthy.
It is indeed. It's Filthy at the New Clarence in Hull. That's going to be the launch night. So We encourage as many people to come and check us out, support us if you can. I'm going to have a little charity bucket, so throw a couple of pennies in the bucket. Everything counts, you know. And then we'll distribute that to whatever charity we decide. But yeah, that's the launch night. It's going to be fantastic. Filthy, check them out. Oh god, my camera's back up. It's really weird. Whoa, there you go.
Yep. So keep an eye out on rockunion.co.uk and the Rock Union Facebook page. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the up and coming dates and bands and all the luscious goodies what's going to be coming out from the Rock Union.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Well, no, thanks, Al, for your support. Always appreciate it, buddy. Really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you down there. It's going to be fun. So 2022, hopefully with everyone's support, you know, it's nothing without the people turning up. So if nobody turns up, that's not going to work very well. But hopefully, if people come out and support everybody as I hope they will, it's going to be a fantastic year. So we can all have a lot of fun together. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, check out the Rock Union. There's some really good things coming out coming in this year. So keep an eye out for it. Yep, so, well, Matt, thank you so much for coming on. And basically, and thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
You're welcome. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you've got a few filthy tracks.
Yes, I have, yeah.
Thrown over there, so I'll just leave it over to you then, Al, to close the show, buddy.
Yeah. So, like I said, thank you so much, Matt, and we'll talk soon.
You're very welcome.